Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Jim Giannopoulos, and I'm back with the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Hello.
Got a slam dunk episode for you. Not as politically charged as the last one, but you never know where the topic of conversation takes you. But it'd still be a slam dunk, as always, because every single one of these is a slam dunk.
Yeah, and that's like what our old intro. Slam dunk. All of them still okay.
Yeah, we got the new one by Lauren on Fiverr. It's pretty chill. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I'm not looking for a new one because I think that one's still good. So, yeah, podcast is great.
Yeah.
I haven't checked our last podcast, but it's probably our most unpopular one ever.
It's probably on r/unpopular opinions right now.
It probably is. We said a lot of controversial things.
Yeah.
It actually has no views.
Yep.
So that's fine. But we out here. But there wasn't. I guess there is a whole lot in the news right now, but it's kind of crazy. So
Kind of crazy.
Well, what isn't crazy is streaming on Twitch every Tuesdays and Saturdays we play modded Minecraft.
Modded
Minecraft. So yeah. Anybody got any exciting news topics for today?
I mean, it kind of ruins already being less political, but Biden spoke like 2 hours ago.
That is true.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, the big one. Was like 1,200 stimulus to everybody, or 1,400. I don't know. Whatever.
I thought it was 2,000.
It plus the 600 that we got before.
Okay,
so it probably is 1,400.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
So there's that. It was like a lot of money to schools, a lot of money to small businesses.
He wants not only 100 million people vaccinated within its first 100 days, but also he wants the majority of schools, I believe, to be able to go back in person.
That would be good.
Schools are already going back in person.
Yeah.
I mean, safely going back,
but not in the
person,
right way.
I should say.
Yeah. Well, we can hope. But he also snuck in that he's raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Yep.
So
that should have happened 4 years ago.
It should have happened. It was just kind of understated, where he was just like, "We need to do this and this. Also, the minimum wage is going to be raised to double of what it is right now." And I was like, "Okay, we're just gonna brush past that because that's been a point of contention for a bit."
Maybe we should.
I mean, we should. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm just surprised that there isn't as much of a stink about it.
That should be the strat, just like under your breath, and then it's through. It's done.
Well, that's what they did with the tobacco stuff.
Yeah.
Where they were like, "Oh no, there's
People
riots in the streets."
They are idiots and they don't know how to buy safe tobacco products, so we're just gonna ban all of them.
Well, they did that when like the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on, and they were just like, "Ha, gotcha! You can't smoke."
Zing.
And so I'm still going through withdrawals. It's very hard for me.
Yeah, we know.
So, yeah, sorry. But yeah, that happened very recently. But I guess going along those lines, he got impeached again.
Who?
Well, the only person that can be impeached right now.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Finally.
Ugh, about time. You would figure he would get impeached after doing the Trail of Tears, but apparently not.
That was normal back then.
No.
It was.
He was a pioneer in that regard, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
He's credited as being the first world leader to do concentration camps.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty chill. But yeah, Dongo is being tried next week.
The 19th.
Yeah, the day before the inauguration.
Although I don't know if that's guaranteed or if they're just saying that's the earliest it could be.
It's probably the earliest it could be.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely.
After inauguration.
It probably will. I think McConnell said that it was like the 19th.
Yeah.
Earliest day, but that,
It's probably not when it's going to happen.
No. They're so busy. Their schedule's
so busy just not doing anything.
Yeah.
So they have to clear their schedule.
Yeah.
Well, they have the big thing is that Biden has to actually get his the people he's chosen actually inaugurated, and I guess the House and the Senate both have to do that. So,
like the cabinet.
Cabinet, yeah.
Oh yeah. Which I've looked over his cabinet and pretty good picks, I'll say.
From what I've heard, there's only one bad choice. From what I've heard,
I don't get Pete Buttigieg as the what is it, like Secretary of Transportation? Because I don't know. Wait, no, he's not that. What is he? Frick.
Wasn't he there?
I thought he was.
He might be. 1 second, please. I need to double check this. Yes,
please hold.
Transportation Secretary.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really his strong suit, seeing as he was a mayor and then a presidential candidate, and now he's in charge of transportation. So I don't know if he knows anything about that. So, who knows? I'm sure he'll be fine because, Ben Carson has held down 3 titles and he's been treading water. So, it's pretty cool. What did... Oh, yeah, it was... Ben Carson started out... He was like a surgeon, like a brain surgeon. And then Trump gets him, the only black guy on his cabinet, to be the Secretary of, urban development. It's like, okay.
He proceeds to do nothing because he's a brain surgeon.
How about medicine? Something like that. No? Okay. Something that he actually has experience in? No. He's black. Put him into development spot.
I can't be racist. I have Ben Carson in my cabinet.
Are you? Yeah. See, he's doing a great job. I actually don't know anything about Ben Carson. All I know is that people were
a brain surgeon.
I know he was. I've seen his movie. He had a movie. I don't know if he did it, but there's a Ben Carson movie that came out 1 second, please. I need to see when it came out. It's not Pac-Man. No, it's not actually made by this guy. Yeah, it's called Gifted Hands. That's right. It's 2009. It has Cuba Gooding Jr. as Ben Carson. And then I saw that movie a couple months before he announced he was going to run as president. And I was like, oh, well, okay. So it's pretty chill, I guess. It was a good movie. I don't know anything else about him. Anyways, there's been some fun gaming news.
Yeah.
For me at least. We had some good stuff happened with LucasArts / Lucasfilm game because they switched the name to Lucasfilm Games, which I think is a little bit wordy, and they should have just kept it with LucasArts. But you know what? I'm not a businessman. I'm not a marketing
It
executive.
confused people because it's not the art that they would think.
I don't know who else would start a company with Lucas in it, except for George Lucas.
Yeah, that's true.
But they switched the name, and then they posted like a sizzle reel of all the stuff that they made. And then they're like, wow, look at all the cool things that LucasArts made. Now we're going to do some new stuff with Lucasfilm Game. And then they were quiet for the rest of the day, and I was like, okay, I thought this was going to be a whole lot of stuff. And they've just been like drip feeding us for the past couple days with the new stuff. So they announced that Bethesda is making a Indiana Jones game. They did a short teaser for that, which I think has a lot of potential, except Naughty Dog already did it with Uncharted. But who knows? Maybe Bethesda, the best gaming studio, will take an honest
Top Naughty Dog.
can top Naughty Dog.
Nope. Not in their wildest dreams.
I guess we'll see.
But they can try.
They can try. And this was the exciting news for me, is that EA is losing their exclusive deal to make Star Wars game.
Oh yeah, I saw that for sure.
Yeah, that is that's flipping awesome. I'll say it. And then they announced that Ubisoft, another great game studio, is making a open world Star Wars game. Granted, it's what is it? It's Massive Studios. Let me see. 1 second, please. Yes, those are the people who made The Division. So they make good stuff. So who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? But that was it for that, I think. But it's exciting news. You know, I think EA is still going to be making games because there's going to be the Fallen Order squeakquel, and they'll probably make another Battlefront, knowing them. And it probably won't be good at first and then might get good. Who knows?
And at that point, no, everybody will forget that it existed.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, Battlefront 2 is free on the Epic Games Store.
Yeah, I got that notification.
Yeah. I didn't get the notification. People have actually been talking about it.
How the mighty have fallen.
Well, it's not been supported for a bit. EA pulled the plug. It was like as soon as it was starting to get good, EA is like, okay, the vision has been completed and we're moving everybody to work on the new Battlefield game. It's like, okay.
Okie
Bye.
Battlefront 2 was so garbage.
It started bad. I didn't even pay attention because people had been talking about it in the Star Wars community of being it's good now, and it's yeah, I bet it is. You guys are just nostalgia blind idiots. And then I played the co-op mode a year after it came out, and I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. But I don't really like the multiplayer bit of it, and yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to do once you have all the skin, which is the thing that's free on Epic Games is the Celebration Edition. So you get all the skins for free with that. So it's what are you working towards? Just leveling up all the classes, I guess? I don't know. Or just having a good time. I'm not the biggest Star Wars Battlefront defender because those... Probably the biggest misstep that Disney ever took is taking that exclusivity deal with EA and then having EA fumble the biggest Star Wars gaming franchise ever.
I mean, that's pretty on par with just how the Star Wars franchise has gone, so I think it's a pretty good fit.
It is. Well, ever since Disney took over, which,
Yeah.
you know.
which also makes sense because it's Disney.
But what doesn't make sense is that they've like done like a triple backflip into the like deep section pool with Marvel, where it's like Marvel is like innovating in like new ways with like superhero movies, and DC is just always playing catch up with them. And then like with Star Wars, they're just like, let's try this. Oh, that was a bad idea. Let's try this. Oh, that was a bad idea. And they're just like fumbling everything.
One makes more money than the other.
Yeah,
and
but
has a set format.
Star Wars has potential. Like there's like so many Star Wars fans out there because they won't shut up about it. So there's the potential there for it to be a Marvel. It's just they're so flipping like careful, and they get bad people. Not that Rian Johnson is a bad director. J.J. Abrams on the fence with you, guy. But you know, they just have too much studio overhead. Whereas like they put Taika Waititi and they like gave him like the worst franchise, and it's like the best movie in the whole thing. So they just need to do that. Well, they are going to do that because they gave Taika Waititi a Star Wars movie. You know what? Who knows? Maybe they're going to get it on track. But the past, 8 years, they bought it in 2013, have been a complete and utter shit show. Except for The Mandalorian. I do need to give credit where it is due. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni did a good job. Even though every mom ever keeps posting Baby Yoda memes, and it's like, okay, I'm glad that you enjoyed a show, but also there's other parts of it.
No, there isn't.
There's only Baby Yoda to be seen.
Also, they kind of played into it a little bit, which I wasn't a huge fan of, because he's like 60 years old, and then they gave him baby sound effects in season 2, and it's like, he's old. I don't know. It's weird. Enough about that. Although I don't really have anything else planned besides that, because that was the big
Cyberpunk.
thing. Oh, I didn't see the thing. I wanted to watch it, but what did he say?
We made a oopsie.
Yeah, I figured.
But they're doing a big update in the next 10 days.
Well, that's
and then
good.
Still carrying forward with their roadmap. So free DLC and then their free next-gen upgrade.
Okay.
So I'm predicting a very good launch of the game for next-gen consoles.
Maybe.
Because it would be fixed.
Well, it's already on next-gen consoles.
It's an old version, though.
Yeah.
It's not the actual PS5 version.
Oh, you can just play the PS4 version on the PS5.
That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're doing a free upgrade later this year.
Gotcha.
And like, I would probably say 8 or 9 months at this point. But I think that would make for a pretty dang good launch, though.
We'll
that
see.
Much time to fix it. But hopefully the patch that comes out is good. Because I enjoyed the game, but I want to enjoy it more. So, please.
We'll see. I saw a clip that was like, we bit off way too much than we could chew. And it's like, yeah, you should have known that.
Plus, he said that they built it for PC and then they were going to accommodate for last gen consoles since they had the specifications and everything. Mm-hmm. So that's the exact moment where they went wrong.
Yeah, you do backwards. You screw over PC and then that's what it should be.
Because console people never shut up about anything, but that also makes you more money usually. Well,
yeah, it's a bigger audience.
Yeah. They should have just cut last gen consoles out of this game. Because I truly think this game will never be enjoyable on a last gen console. But I mean, I guess they made a promise and were too like they didn't want to take it back or something. But like your game's been in development for 8 years and technology advances, so I don't see any world where a base PS4 will run that game well and it'll be enjoyable. So
they probably just should have stopped working on it after a point.
Yeah.
They kept like if I had to like guess, because like 8 years is such a long time for anything to be in development, where it was like they had to have like been working on something and then someone had an idea and like, yes, do that, even if it takes another year. And so they just had to keep like adding stuff. And it's like, make a plan from the beginning of what you want in your flipping game and then just work on it for like a couple years so you aren't stumbling over the finish line like you just did. It doesn't take like a Harvard genius to figure that out. That's how everything works ever. Do you think Vince Gilligan, while he was making Breaking Bad, was like, what if Saul was gay? And then just like did a side. No, he had a flipping like idea from the beginning of how the whole show was going to go.
But what if Saul was gay?
That's not how things work, though. So
that's not
usually.
No, but like, you need to have like a set goal. And I don't think like the direction on that game was horrible.
You need to not have a manager leading the project, basically.
Well, you just need like better direction.
Yeah.
And you have to have a solid idea and roadmap of what you want to do. I feel like they were just like, no bad ideas, and then just took everything. It was like, just, you need to focus on making like one solid thing and stop trying to make like 6 different things work.
Well, I mean, they
fine.
did with a solid story and good side quests, but
That's
they kind
what
of just fell flat on development.
That's what I'm saying, is that they're just like, they bit off way more than they could chew. And it was like, I don't know. It's like one of the most incompetent like things ever. And it's like, you guys made The Witcher. This is like unacceptable. It's horrible.
I don't think so.
It's like
developers are different than higher ups.
Yeah.
And the guy in the video took full responsibility as a higher up.
Well, to be fair, he then said, well, we didn't have any of these issues on our test version. So, I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, the dude's a PR guy. He's going to say stupid stuff.
Isn't he the founder? Wasn't the guy the CEO?
He was like the co-founder, I think.
Co-founder.
Yeah.
So it's basically just developers making their passion project and then higher ups being like, hey, can you add this, please?
Hey, we hear in almost 20... we hear that by 2020, when the next gen consoles are out, the older gen, or I guess the current gen, are going to be so popular that you need to make it work on something that's OP and something that's not as OP,
It's not that. It's just they kept it on last gen consoles when there should have been a next gen game. This should have been the entryway into next gen like consoles. Because this game should never work on a last gen console, and I personally don't think it ever will. Even if they do fix it, I don't even know if it's possible. Because like the rendering of textures the way it is, the game is built on. It's not like some games where wherever your character is looking, that's the only stuff that's rendered. This game renders everything, which is stupid for a last gen system because it won't work. So it's like, I don't know why they kept the promise there.
Well, because you need to. Like, people don't want to spend like $500 extra to get like a game that had been like teased at for like 8 years. It's like completely reasonable to be like, what the flip? You said that this was going to come out in April or like whatever. They said it was going to come out like years ago. And now they're just like, yeah, you have to give it on a PS4 because that's what you said, and that's why I got the PS4. Like, there are people in that camp who had like gotten a PS4 when they got The Witcher or whatever, and like, awesome, I'm gonna be able to ride this out for whatever they got next. It's not like you're coming at this as like someone on a PC where, there's stuff like that, but it would be like if on like the Breath of the Wild people and like Nintendo came out and was like, this is going to come out on the Wii U. And then they just like, no, this is a Switch exclusive. And it would be like, well, okay, I got the Wii U for the new Zelda that you were going to get on this. And then they did eventually put it on the Wii U. It's not as good, but I mean, obviously. But that's like
I'm talking from a developer standpoint.
I know.
because they made this game on a PC and then had to intentionally downgrade it and failed miserably.
Yeah.
Like they should have sat down their higher ups and be like, "Look, this game is literally impossible to put on a last gen console." And then the higher ups are like, "Blah blah blah, more money." Because usually when people make games, especially AAA developers that know what they're doing, they start on the base consoles and work up instead of work down.
Yeah.
That's not how this game worked.
Then they should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything,
But like
you
from
should
that standpoint, like it was too far gone and nobody did anything about it. They just like, okay, we'll just let it slide.
I don't know. I think like every single party is to blame in this situation. Usually I'm all for like bashing the studio heads, but also like not like the little devs, like, just like the employees who had to do this like crazy grind that, was a thing. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the directors and like pretty much every higher up in the studio. But even like the dev directors are like, okay, you guys need to take some flipping responsibility here. Because even like the early stages of this game were like a shit show. If like this is the product. So sorry. But who knows? I think either way, everything's just so half baked. Even if they make it run better, it doesn't matter.
I mean, the main story and the side quests are like the biggest success of the game. But I feel like DLC has to include like actual game features that should have been in. Because then you have a fully fleshed out game. Because the story and side quests were awesome. But the surrounding parts, you didn't get to it. So
it's like Reggie said, if it's not fun, why bother? And this game, on a core technical gameplay sense, is not fun. Now, there might be story bits that are enjoyable, but there are a lot of games with good stories and bad gameplay, and this is one of them.
I don't even think the gameplay is bad, though. It just needs work still.
I think
because this gameplay is basic to like something like a Fallout game. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not like the gameplay is bad. It's just not what people were expecting.
The next
this isn't like a GTA.
Graphics, not the actual gameplay, I guess.
But I think either way, just everything about it is fundamentally flawed. And no amount of like putting a new coat of paint on it is going to fix it. I think really if they want to like do a No Man's Sky, by all means do a No Man's Sky, but also, No Man's Sky still isn't perfect and it's going to take a long time. And if those studio heads that were pressuring them to put it on last gen systems are still in charge, then they aren't going to pull off a No Man's Sky.
That's true.
No Man's Sky only happened because it's a small indie developer that got dropped by Sony so they could literally do whatever they wanted. There's a reason that Bethesda hasn't like saved Fallout 76 yet. Because they tried to. Well, yeah, but then they're trying, but
they're going to get it to a state where it's like this is as far as we can take it without wasting too many resources. I would probably say they're going to spend the next 2 years on it. And then after that, it's just done.
We'll see. But I don't know. I don't know how profitable it will be. I mean, I can like No Man's Sky was only profitable because of like word of mouth and like people. It had like a dedicated community from the beginning, and maybe it will happen, but it's so hard to predict. But who knows? Maybe I'll look back at this clip like 2 years from now and be like, "You are a stupid, dumb idiot. You should have had faith in this studio from the beginning." I don't think I'll say that, but who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised.
I don't see you liking this type of game even when it's complete anyways.
I like a lot of different things. I like good games. Like I play a lot of different games in a lot of different genres, and I enjoy stuff that's quality. This ain't it, Chief.
But if it's like a Fallout, then like you're not going to enjoy it. Because Fallout games are all broken.
Yeah.
But like it's still fun.
I haven't played through and like enjoyed New Vegas like 3 separate times. It's not like my favorite game, but like it's fun. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's fun role playing as a, steampunk cowboy kind of thing, But this is not. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just everything is just not. So, yeah. Point of contention over.
Dun dun.
Actually, I do have one thing that I was going to bring up, but now that we're talking about Fallout New Vegas, tomorrow there's actually really big, like, years in the works mod coming out for it. I forgot what it's called. It's a Fallout New Vegas: The Frontier. And it's actually on the Steam store page, believe it or not, because that makes it easier for people to install.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does it add?
Let me see if I can find it very quick.
I don't think it adds much. I think it just redoes the textures and everything. Like
no, it's like an actual like new game sized mod. It's been years in the works, yeah, but like I can't. It's complicated to find on the Steam page because you can't like just search like Fallout because I'm guessing they probably don't want Bethesda being like, oh, what's this Fallout game here we don't know about?
Yeah,
but basically it's like a Fallout New Vegas set like at the same time period as that, but it's set in where was it? I think Oregon. It was. And it's still like NCR Legion, and then you have like obviously you have like a Brotherhood of Steel type of thing. But it's basically the complete opposite of New Vegas, as in it's the nuclear winter game pretty much. And they've pretty much fully upgraded like everything in the game. There's like hundreds of new weapons, hundreds of new armors. There's like dozens of new enemies. There's drivable vehicles, rideable creatures even. And there's supposed to be like, if you play through all 3 like main story routes, not counting side quests, it's supposed to be like 70 hours of gameplay. Oh. So it seems pretty good, and they've had like a Discord. They've been talking about it for like years. They've been making it for years, and it's been on everyone's mind. But it was actually supposed to come out, I think, like half a year ago, but they delayed it for some reason.
Wow.
But I know I'm probably gonna try it out because it does look pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, it's a mod. Just try it out.
Well, it's supposed to be a map the size of actual Fallout New Vegas map size. So, if it's actually that big and can be that good, like that's a mod of a heckin' year. Not gonna lie.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll
do a full-fledged mod review next week.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes out tomorrow, but I'll be sure to play it a bit. I'll go on and start installing New Vegas right now, actually.
There you go.
But yeah, the reason it's on like a mod it's on Steam is because otherwise you have to go through Nexus, install it that way. If it was like some special launcher, you have to like, it might not work. But this way, like it's the same way you'd get. I believe Skyrim has some mods that use something. It's like tools kind of on Steam, like Skyrim script extender that has some mods, and you get that on Steam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be exciting.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. You actually get to drive around vehicles and tanks and run over people like it's GTA 5.
Wow. That sounds like the game of the year for me. Well, tune in next week.
It's the Fallout 5 drivable vehicles. That'll be fun.
Take notes, Bethesda. I know that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. The one Bethesda
Stop
employee
Indiana Jones
watching our
right now.
podcast.
Stop making the Elder Scrolls 6 and whatever your space one is called, and take notes, because Fallout 5, yeah, we want a dune buggy.
Yes.
Actually, I do want that.
I
So
just want a single player game again because the multiplayer didn't work.
Yeah.
for Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I
at
thought-
least single player focused. Because, yeah. I think they tried making it multiplayer focused with the ability to have single player, but this time, like, focus on single player, but, like, have, like, a co op ability in or something.
Focus on making a game,
Well, yeah.
not
Well-
a chase a dead ghost simulator. And also the sky turns black and crashes your entire computer.
Okay, then I can remember that. That must have been another one of the Babby issues.
I've seen videos of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I never experienced that, I guess.
that is probably good. Didn't it like brick people's PS like 4s and stuff?
I
Probably.
never heard about any thing that people on PS4s had done.
Oh, maybe that was No Man's Sky too. I don't remember. Someone bricked someone's PS5 or PS4. That's all I know.
Most games do that nowadays.
Well,
Yeah.
I can think of 3 examples, and that's 3 examples too many. So,
Yeah, good point.
anyways, this time next week, the Rolling Stone video will be out.
What?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. See, I have less than, well, yeah, I'm more than halfway done. So that means that this this video will be done, and probably I'm gonna call my shot in 6 days, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Not even a week.
Not even a week. That's what
6
I'm saying.
days.
It'll be done soon. I have officially edited up to the last thing I edited was the Notorious B.I.G. So I am officially on album 21.
21.
Hilarious joke. Yes. Speaking of, set your calendars to September 10th of this year because that is National 21 Day. 9, 10,
Interesting.
21.
All that.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
would be so cool, dude.
It's going to be funny. So, yeah, be sure to set your calendars. Get ready.
That Rolling Stones list isn't even relevant anymore, but we're going to make it relevant again.
It wasn't relevant when we recorded it.
When did that come out?
Like,
September? October?
I want to. Maybe it was. Wait. Probably beginning of September or late August, because I remember I centered my lesson around it for teaching.
Teaching.
Because it was a current event, and I was like, hey, we're talking about Abbey Road. Let's see what they said 2 days ago or whatever. It was late September. I'm stupid. September 22nd. So.
Yeah.
People weren't talking about it when we recorded it in like late. Wait.
True.
Like early November. So when we recorded it. I guess I could look at the file. I have it right here. One second, please.
So many. 1 second, please.
November 15th was when we recorded. So yeah, we were already like 2 months late. But it takes that long to listen to that many albums, so.
Unless you're a maniac.
Oh.
Or if you've heard all of them.
I'm not a professional
Neither of
music
which.
reviewer.
We do.
Yeah.
Thought you were.
I can only handle one Beatles album a week. Please don't make me listen to more.
You've listened
I know
to
what
most
I'm
of
playing
them.
after podcast.
Well, I guess we haven't listened to Let It Be. There's the one where they're on the staircase.
I think I can go the rest of my life comfortably without listening to another Beatles album. So
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
I can't believe this guy.
Oh, I forgot about Magical Mystery Tour. That one has I Am the Walrus on it. Have you heard any stuff about the Paul is dead conspiracy theory?
I mean, I'm right here. Am I right?
Oh, sorry. Paul McCartney is dead.
True.
Guess that makes more sense. Yeah.
It's one of the I don't. It's funny that it was big enough that I think John Lennon referenced it in a diss track to Paul McCartney after the Beatles broke up. It's a weird. If you go down that rabbit hole, which I do recommend it because it is a little interesting to see how conspiracy theories were in the 70s. But it's a little silly. It's
Oh, 70s.
it's like Paul McCartney got into a car accident after getting in an argument with Ringo, and then he's been replaced by a body double since.
I mean, that's more believable than half the conspiracy theories nowadays. So
I know, but it's a little silly. But they're leaving little clues in Abbey Road because Paul doesn't have shoes on, and it's oh, it's because he's dead.
he doesn't have feet because he's dead.
Yeah, obviously.
I knew it. I've been telling you guys for days, for weeks even.
For weeks even, that he's dead.
It'll be cool to watch the Rolling Stones video though, because I forgot my list or what I said. So it'll be like listening to a completely new person, except it's me from 2 months ago.
I know. I've been
Oh wow.
looking at my stupid Fantano mug for weeks now.
When I edit my music videos, I stare at my face for one day and then I never have to look at it again. This guy's got to be doing this day after day.
If I do it for too much, then I'm exhausted by the end of the day. So I do 5 albums a day, and otherwise, I won't. Well, I also have school and other stuff.
I get in the flow and then I just don't stop.
I can't do that.
Which is not healthy, by the way, but it's what I do.
I wish I could do that because I have a hard time getting into zone, and then something will distract me. I'm oh, I should look at that for half an hour, and then I come back. I'm oh, dang it, I was editing. Frick.
Oh
But then
no.
I forget to eat and stuff, so it's not really the healthiest workflow.
We need to find a healthy medium between the two of us.
Yeah.
Maybe if we kiss and make out, our baby will come out and be the healthy medium.
Maybe the baby will be old enough to edit the 27.5 favorite albums video. Then you don't have to do work.
There we go. No, I'll do that one eventually. Give me a break after I finish this one. I'll do it. I think I'm going to bring my computer up north, so I'll be able to edit for real.
For real.
And then I think I have a spare room, so I'll have that be my epic gaming room.
Yes, dude.
Oh my god, yes.
Because I have an extra room and I didn't use it the whole first semester. It's I have this, I should just have it be a separate thing. So I think I will do that.
He thinks he will.
I think so.
He thinks.
Nice.
I do. So
You do.
My video output's probably going to slow down drastically over the next week. So
me too.
I got 5 videos out in, what was it, 2 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Watch the new gaming video. It's good.
Watch the new gaming videos.
Oh, yeah, multiple.
Yeah, there's been 2.
It's good. All
And
of
top
it.
40 albums and top 50 songs and the gaming moments of 2020. Watch that one if you haven't seen that one.
That one's really good.
Final semester of college is going to kill me, so I don't know how many gaming videos I can push out.
Oh,
They're not hard to edit. It just takes like a day.
yeah. Just budget it out like I do.
I could. I'm kind of like on the fly when it comes to that.
Yeah. I gotta have
I
a
guess just
schedule.
all quarantine. Every time I wake up, I don't have a plan, and then I just do what I kind of want to the most,
Oh,
and then everything just gets done.
Well, that's good.
eventually. So it works. It's just not organized.
Yeah.
But it makes me the happiest, so I don't go nuts.
Well, that's good. At least you're happy.
Yeah.
I need to have that schedule. Otherwise, I go cuckoo for
You
Cocoa
just
Puff.
can't have like 3 days in a row where you wake up and say, I'm going to do nothing. Which I usually don't. Because usually at some point I'm like, hey, you dumb idiot, you should do something productive. I'm like, okay.
Okay, I will. Thanks, me.
Thanks, me.
Man, I wish I could tell myself to do something.
I think you can. Just open your mouth and say it.
Yeah, duh.
No, you.
Okay.
I mean, it would be you in this situation.
Yeah.
So if you're saying no you to yourself, you're still saying no to you.
Whoa.
I was saying no, you to Alex. What?
No, you were
He's not part of
saying
this.
you
No
were
need to
saying
go
this.
fifth dimension
You
here.
were saying this to yourself, like crazy
Important thing,
important.
I guess.
Update.
Important conclusion of this conversation.
Okay.
Get
Self-time
all right.
management is important, I guess.
Yeah.
So do that. I don't have any tips. Just do it.
Idiot.
Idiot.
Just do it.
Just self-manage yourself.
Yeah. I've
Duh.
done it for years.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit to an unhealthy degree because I you get stressed about not doing something. And it's like, I
Exactly,
should be
and then it's
doing
like-
something.
And when it's time to take a break, you're like, I should be doing something. And then it's, yeah.
That's why I have to have the budget. If I can like have a set goal to work towards every day, I can finish that goal and then I can move on and play Skyrim for an hour and a half or whatever, you know. I need that end because if I just like work until I'm done for the day, then I'm going to be like, I could have worked
what
for
I
an additional hour, stupid. Why are you here watching Black Mirror when you could be editing Rolling Stone video? You know, Babby's pressuring you to finish it, which you aren't.
Come on, baby.
You aren't, but you know, that's
pressure
what
the
I'm
guy.
saying.
I'm just keeping you on track.
I'm on track. I am.
I get out of bed at 2 every day, so I don't really have like
AM or
this
PM?
many hours into this thing.
Oh,
Just kind of like, go with the flow.
whatever works, but that would not work for me. For sure. And 7 years
Fishy.
ago.
Ha.
Thank you. Yeah. Proud of that one.
Yeah.
That's
I will
87
say,
years.
although I have failed miserably to be that productive with my life for the past year, I have been productive in one way, and that is my epic weight loss. I am down to 171.
Wow.
Literally 10 pounds from a healthy weight. At one point, I was 240 pounds like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It's crazy.
That's pretty impressive, Paul.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I've been pretty, reason it took so long is because I've been pretty lazy along the way, but most of it's been from like the past 2-3 years. So.
It's pretty chill.
I haven't seen you in 3 years.
I've seen
Yeah.
Paul.
I look like a whole new man.
Wow.
Especially since I'm also growing out my hair too. And a beard.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
You look like a skater boy.
Yeah.
See you later.
I was mentioned that I
Boy.
look like a John Lennon.
You looked like John Lennon?
I think that was the one.
Was he dead?
Yeah. I think it was my, it might have been my grandma was like, hey, your long hair makes you look like John Lennon.
Like, there's a lot of John Lennons. Let me see.
Yeah. The one
There's
that
a lot
comes
of
up with
eras.
Google.
Oh, like the okay. Like before he died, John Lennon?
Maybe.
Okay.
I would hope so.
But like
Yes.
no, like
Seriously,
right
Your
before
grandma's
he,
just like, you look like
You
John
like a
Lennon
dead
after
guy.
he died.
No, like right before he died.
Okay.
Like long hair, beard,
Yeah.
round spectacles, John
Yeah.
Lennon.
Spectacles.
I just don't have the spectacles.
You should get some colored ones and really except you have orange hair and that does not look like John Lennon. You should dye it. Just dye your hair.
Just dye it pitch black.
Doesn't dye like damage your
And
hair.
then don't dye your beard.
No thanks. You also have to deal with cleaning it like in a special way.
Yeah. Well, it's not the dye that
yeah,
damages your hair; it's the bleach.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why would you want to bleach your hair in the first place?
So that the
you'll look
dye
so
looks
epic.
good.
Yeah.
Don't bleach my hair.
You have to dye it or bleach it first and then
Bleach
dye it.
before you dye. Yeah.
Unless you have like stark white hair, because then it
Don't
doesn't
dye
matter.
until you drink the bleach.
Unless you're dyeing your hair like orange, because then it's not like it's too far off.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I don't know why you dye your hair orange.
Ow.
Such an ugly color.
After my idol Donald J. Trump.
There you go. Oh, did you guys see my my Snapchat story?
Yes. It was not. It wasn't the one today, right?
It was the one today.
Oh, I don't think I saw it.
Okay.
I don't check Snapchat unless I get a notification.
I
And
posted
it's
a. It wasn't anything huge. I just posted a little Easter egg that I put in the. Not an Easter egg, just an editing funny thing I did
Yeah.
for the Rolling Stone video.
Actually, no. I think I did open that up. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not gonna spoil it for the viewers at home, but
I was gonna listen to it with volume, but it's quiet, so I'd have to.
I put subtitles.
Oh, was that okay? That's just what
great.
the subtitle is. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, I did see it.
Okay, good. Don't worry, I've done a couple of those for me too.
Good.
Well, one of them was I said that Off the Wall was Michael Jackson's first album after going single from the Jackson 5, which is not true at all. It's his 5th album. So I had to make a real big correction there. Oopsie doopsie, I guess you could say.
Oopsie. We were talking for a long time. It didn't matter.
No, well, I fixed it, so it's fine now. But
There's
if
a lot of
left
information being expelled during that period.
Everything else that we've said is good.
Okay, good.
Just that one is the only one that I've caught it, and I was like, is that true? I looked it up, and it definitely wasn't.
The album video that I had to make, the top 40 of like all things I've heard recently, was hard enough, and then we had to like keep track of 50 from a whole bunch of different eras. It wasn't the easiest.
We did a lot of research for that video, you know. Some of the information was
I have like pages of notes.
Right. Yeah, you know. We did a lot of like background information on all the artists. Like, you gotta give us some leniency here. We mixed up our notes, you know. I was actually talking about Patti Smith going solo from Heart, actually.
From Heart.
Mm-hmm.
She made Heart, okay?
She sure did.
She was before Heart, pre-Heart.
She walked so Heart could run.
Exactly. Well, she ran so Heart could.
Heart could
probably
run also. Yeah.
I mean, Horses is probably better than every Heart song I've heard, but.
Whoa. Are you going to say Horses is better than Alone by Heart?
Yeah.
Are we getting controversial in this podcast?
Wow.
No, he doesn't like Patti Smith, and I like Patti Smith, so we like to fight about it.
I can't hear Patti Smith, idiot.
That could be why.
Wait, is that? I thought you couldn't hear Joni Mitchell.
I couldn't hear Joni Mitchell.
Which is a darn shame, by the way.
The freaking thing with Patti Smith is that her voice was on the
border.
border.
Yeah, she goes up into the higher register. And
so
yeah.
It sounds like drive-through menu speakers.
Yeah. Which is kind of what the guitars sound like on that album, but in a good way. So
hurts my ears. So sorry, all the Patti Smith stands out there. I know they're you are numerous.
I think there are quite a few, actually.
Yeah, but they're all 70 years old. And they can't use YouTube.
And they can't even hear anymore. The guitars just plucked out their eardrums.
Yeah.
They're too loud.
So, if you're somehow listening to this, drop a comment saying how stupid I am. I read and respond to all comments.
Yep.
Especially the mean ones. So, write hate speech in the comments and I will respond.
Do it on the Rolling Stone video, too. I want to have banter.
Oh, that would be awesome. I think
Make it a Tame Impala comment section, except make it mean, because the Tame Impala people were pretty nice and I appreciate it. But make it mean this time.
I want mean comments.
I want to fight somebody.
Why are we asking for mean comments? That sounds like a bad
Because
idea.
it creates drama. It's funny.
Oh, we do want drama. That is true. I think I'm gonna use the chapters thingy, so people can go to the albums that they want to.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do that in my videos and then I didn't because I forgot about it.
I just found out how to do that.
Yeah.
I hope that we can. I don't.
You just put them in the description, right, with the little timestamp, and then it should make it.
It should, yeah. So I hope that I don't know if it's something like the community tab where it's like only people of like 1,000 subscribers or more. I didn't see anything like that.
I don't think YouTube's as bad as Twitch. Where it's like, hey, you want to build an audience? Heck you can't use half of our site's features that would help you grow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't use the community tab, which I was hoping that we could use so that we can
be
do
cool.
live notifications. But
I mean, realistically, we could put out a video every Tuesday and Saturday, like a 30-second one. Be like, hey, we're live on Twitch, but I don't want to deal with that.
That's what Hot Dad does.
Yeah. Whatever.
We need to make a TikTok and say when we're live on there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Paul, you should do the WAP dance and then on the screen have the caption say, "We are live on Twitch."
It'll make up for the absence of the iCarly video.
There we go.
I'll just have Paul doing a different music video instead.
Paul learning and doing a different dance every Tuesday and Saturday. That sounds nice. I don't know why you're laughing. You should be enthusiastically agreeing with us.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What? What the frick? Dude, we have to grow our platform, and you're the only way.
We have to grow our platform. Pole dancing is the only way to achieve this goal.
We need to go on straight TikTok. That's the only way to achieve this.
Philippe, I'm TikTok pro.
Okay.
If you want to get big from TikTok, you gotta do feet pics.
That's not
for free though.
True.
That's like premium content. I don't think you can show feet pics on TikTok either. They're pretty heavily policed, I think. I mean, like if you make them, like but TikTok is a great way to grow.
It sure is. I just don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to make vertical format videos, and I don't know how I would even do that. But
just make them, silly.
I'll make a funny sketch that has a little bit of a right of center slant to it, and it'll be hilarious. Because that's what TikTok is, right?
No.
Oh. What?
Everybody on TikTok is like a communist, I think.
Oh.
The Communist Party of TikTok.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
I would like to see it.
We don't even need to make sketches. We just need to upload like 15 seconds of a gaming video.
Oh.
Sure. I have a YouTuber who, he was already fairly big, but like he just started like throwing up random clips of his videos on TikTok, and they like surprised him how popular they got, and he got quite a few subs from it.
That's the way right there.
It is the way. It's just someone with
the video. But do I want to
do it?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Well, that's why TikTok didn't want to get bought out by an American company, is because that algorithm is so precious.
It's true. It does have a better algorithm than like 95% of other sites. So
it's probably the best one.
Yeah. Twitch beats you into the ground and says you will not grow unless someone like big mentions you.
Mm.
And then YouTube's like, you can grow, but you need to be super niche and you need to abide by all of our algorithms and you cannot have fun.
Yeah.
So.
And TikTok just shows you to everybody.
Yeah.
So.
TikTok's like, oh, you posted this thing. Let's just share it to thousands of random accounts.
I think how it works
I'm pretty sure it's actually been leaked that they actually just like give like the first or two of your TikToks like increased popularity on purpose.
But that's still better than any other algorithm.
It is.
Right? Because more likes, you still pop up on other people's things.
Even if it's a way to try and keep you on the platform, like it's a good way to try and keep you on the platform.
It's kind of like a little bit of a push.
Yeah. Also,
and if people see that they're getting a lot of like mentions and likes, then it motivates them to keep doing it as well.
I agree. Also,
That's a great-
I saw that I think TikTok counts views as anyone who just barely sees it. So like if
Mhm.
you're just scrolling on TikTok, that counts as a view. So like so many videos on TikToks have these like insanely high views, but
Yeah.
Dang.
it just inflates numbers, and then
think
those
YouTube's
views
like-
makes it show to more people, and yeah,
YouTube, it's like 30 seconds or a minute for it to count as a view, I think.
something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways, we'll probably be hovering around 73 subscribers for the rest of our lives. So
That's okay.
it's cool to see the traction because, like, when I actually put out videos and like this week has been pretty good, like our views and our watch time is up, and we gained like 4 subscribers or 3
Cool.
or something. Then it's like, well, that's all going to go down the drain once I start school because I'm not going to have time to constantly post stuff. So it's like you can see the things you need to do to build. It's like I just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Man, if only we had the monetary means of and the size of like hiring an editor.
I don't think I'd ever hire an editor.
If
I like the
Um,
personal touch to it.
Well, I mean, if you get too big, eventually you would
Well,
pretty much.
yeah.
Want to hire it.
We have 73 subs though, so I don't think.
Yeah. Hey, dude, would you want to be an editor for my, like 30 subscriber
I
channel?
can't even pay my own bills. I'm not paying someone else to edit my content.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, that's enough podcast.
Okay.
That's it. They didn't feel terribly long.
Well, that's just I'm done. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I don't really want to do the podcast anymore.
This is the
so
last episode of the podcast.
yeah,
Oh,
I think
oh,
this is enough
oh.
podcast for me.
Podcast is dead.
Yep. So
Not helping our algorithm, so
it's all right. I don't.
bye.
I don't care.
We gotta speak some Japanese and hurt the algorithm even more.
I don't know if that would matter.
Yeah. Maybe get a couple more Japanese viewers in here.
3,